The passion runs deep here in Norman, Oklahoma, or as they say, sooner born and sooner bred, and when I die, I'll be sooner dead. Welcome to Oklahoma and the home of the Sooners. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. First down here for the offense. Handoff from the shotgun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And he intercepts it. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. LSU right back to the line.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown LSU. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Looking for room, it's Barnes. Sweet cut there. Strong, firm tackle.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run, so now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again?
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. The sure hands, it's Barnes. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. a reverse. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Great discipline by the backside of the defense. This is my gap. This is where I'm supposed to be. Ball goes away, so be it. I got to stay home. Stays home, makes a great play for a loss.
Grab behind the line, it's Barnes. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Grab behind the line. It's sharp. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Off play action on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
This is a 3rd and long. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle? And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. LSU quick to the line. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Tigers! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, the ball's out on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team. The Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Trojans will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The offense set for a first down play. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier coming after him. He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's open. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll throw it on first down. Getting some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. LSU right back to the line. Looking to throw on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because he gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Comes out throwing on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Catch in the middle, it's Daniels. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, a running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some bounds and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Daniels. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown LSU. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he's coming out of the end zone. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. To the air on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Marks. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, LSU 7, USC 0.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to get it through the air. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got him downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He's not afraid to go deep. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Going up top on first down. He's going for a big play downfield.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
And back to the air on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Daniels. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Working that left side now. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, and he missed it. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to kick this one away.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score.
And it's picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Running through contact. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Pocket starts to collapse. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's caught inside the 15. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a man. They're trying to get to him. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Keeps looking downfield. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Trojans.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half, we can airing the football out, cutting into this deficit.
They fake it, and he'll try to run it in. An abject disaster on this fake. They came closer to giving up a 2 than getting the 2. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Wants to throw on first down. Steps away. He fires it out to the right. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts...
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Hit as he throws. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's French. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the ball is intercepted. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. He lets it fly. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box.
He's off to the races. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Daniels. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Anderson. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The aerial assault continues. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Number 86 with the grab and the score.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the two. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. Makes the grab in the end zone for the two as they extend the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll bring it back from inside. And now the hit knocks it loose. Grabbed by the kicking team. Touchdown LSU! And the pummeling has started.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term. He uncorks one deep. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Field, home to the Texas A&M Aggies, the Corps of Cadets, the world-famous 12 bands, Lady Reveille, and from early indications, a whole throng of Aggies ready to make some noise. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. The kick coverage team was ready and in their lanes, and he would have been better off just to take a knee in the end zone. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Back open in the middle.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barber. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The inside handoff. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Single back formation, and they give it to it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Reed. Spits it out to the back. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Pulls it in. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because 1st and 2nd down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
He's got it, and they convert. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. A&M comes back out with another first down. From the gun, the running back has it. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Steps away to find some room. On the move, he fires. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Well, 3rd and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter.
The end of the first quarter. Texas A&M 3, LSU 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play on. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that too.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
Seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. When you talk about the next game on the schedule, they're always looking forward to this one.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Pulls it in. It's Anderson.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receiver. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring.
Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their heads, the freshman able to get home with the sack. Texas A&M going up tempo. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the game? And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Now the play fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Looking to take a shot. Fires and picked off. Got room on the return. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Aggie. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to max.
Can anyone catch him? And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Feeling some heat. And they got him for the sack. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
If If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Smashes through the tackle. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work.
They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Hey, and I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. And you think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up one-on-one. These guys were like avatars with their frames. So difficult to block and so athletic. That's what this guy reminds you of sometimes.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
They'll run it on the counter. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling 1 or 2 guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you, can get to the running back before he gets started.
Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud. Reason, like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Texas A&M 13, LSU 7.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll leave it with him. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. They not only have to deal with this defense, but the noise from this crowd on 3rd and 4. They want to throw it. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And the offense tries to slip in the screen. That's a good play on 3rd and short. If you can get them aggressive and the defense aggressive, but the defense sniffed it out, shut that play down before it even started.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback checking the play. On fourth down, looking for the completion. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a back-breaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to move it through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Watson. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Green. And that's a live ball. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And that's a play the quarterback just has to throw it away. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute situation trailing the way they are. The clock's still running. So at minimum, you throw that football away.
Quick completion on the out. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On third down, going up top. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. A 6-point game getting very deep in the fourth quarter, and the offense desperately needing to convert this fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Another